What's your opinion? Don't matter. This maniac is gonna step on whomever. It's time getting light, 'cause I'm gonna wait and see.
What's up, everybody? This is Sean.
This is Alan.
And this is Inside the Square Wrestling Podcast coming at you from sunny St. Mary's, California, Maryland. What's good, big buddy?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Who you got?
Seth Rollins.
I got Monday Night Rollins, too. I think he's going to be the next Money in the Bank winner.
And cashing it on Roman Reigns. Finally.
Well, it's interesting about Rollins. The dude, he's won Money in the Bank, what, twice now?
No, once.
I thought he won it twice.
No, he didn't.
You sure?
Big E won it the last time.
No, Big E won it last time, but I think Rollins has won it twice because he's cashed it in successfully twice.
Only once.
We have to look that up. I think he's won it twice.
No, he only won it once in 2014.
We have to look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. But Rollins is really good at cashing it in. Let's hope they make the right call. You know, it's a lot of injuries going on right now.
It's going to be a lot of history again with Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in 2015.
Mm-hmm. But
it's going to be the same thing happened last time to Roman.
I don't know, man. I think the company needs to move on from people like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Because once you keep, backing up that Brinks money truck, giving them all that money, and then them never leaving, they never develop new stars, they're going to be in a predicament like they're now.
Yeah.
Like they just signed Cody Rhodes. Good sign.
It was a really good sign.
Smart move. Cody Rhodes comes to SummerSlam, shows out.
Yeah.
And then what happens? He gets hurt. So who do you got? Nobody. So now they got to make freaking Edge a face
Again.
And that I think that.
And I did not see that coming from Finn Balor.
Well, we're gonna get to that, but like I said, we're gonna you don't develop new stars, or you develop stars that don't fit. I mean, look at Austin Theory. No one gives a damn about that dude wrestling.
But Vince McMahon likes him.
I mean, that's the gimmick, Vince's boy. But you got to go in the ring and perform, man. You got to be on that mic.
He's been performing every single day.
I'm not impressed by that dude. I could give a shit less if he goes out and wrestles. He doesn't do it for me. He doesn't have the charisma. It's something about he don't have the mic skills. I don't know what it is, but he's not the future.
What about Riddle? I really like Riddle, man.
I like Riddle too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think Vince is gonna trust the company with that dude as his face.
I think he should.
I don't think he will.
Why did they turn Edge back into a babyface? It makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense because they needed a big face
because
on
Cody
that,
Rhodes
on that
is going
brand.
to be out for 9 months.
For those who don't know, Cody Rhodes tore his pectoral muscle.
Yeah.
And it looked bad.
It looked really bad.
It looked terrible.
When he faced Seth Rollins.
Yeah, his whole side of his right, was it left side? No, his right side.
It was real.
Yeah, I know it was real. It looked terrible. And I felt bad for the dude, man, because he just came back. Very successful
since
return.
April.
Yeah, he's been on a roll.
Yeah. And
now he's hurt.
He's going to be feuding with Seth Rollins for a really long time.
I don't think so. I think once he comes back, he's going to probably get one of the bigger belts.
I think the WWE Championship.
Maybe. Going back to what you said about Edge, for those who don't know, Edge is no longer the leader of
the Judgment Day. Judgment Day was so good.
Now it's Finn Balor. He's basically turned it back into Bullet Club. Not really. So weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's
with Damian Priest.
I don't think that's weird.
What about Rhea Ripley?
I don't think it's weird. I like that they have factions, and the factions, have some weirdness to it because it's like a group you would never put together.
Are they gonna keep Edge's theme song for Finn Balor?
Probably not.
I think they are.
I doubt it.
I like Finn Balor, just not as a heel person.
He doesn't do well as a heel because people usually see him as a face.
Yeah.
And the dude has won everywhere he's been at. So
he's going to win that WWE Championship.
I don't think so.
I see it coming.
I don't think he'll ever
They're
win it again.
They're going to pull the trigger.
I don't think he'll ever win it again.
What about Rhea Ripley?
She'll win a belt again because she's very young and
what
she's been in the
about-
company for a while as
What
a
about
young
Damian
person.
Priest?
I think he'll win the Intercontinental belt
Like from Guenther?
or a U.S. belt, but I don't think he'll ever win a heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
I just don't see him as a face.
It just really depends.
Well, you got to remember, man, if you're making somebody the damn face of your franchise,
Like Roman Reigns.
yeah, you got to trust him.
Yeah. Like Vince trusts Roman Reigns
That's
with both belts.
That's $1 billion company. More than $1 billion.
More than AEW.
Well, what I'm saying is you gotta trust whoever you got in those seats
Yeah.
the most. Those got to be the guys that you ride or die with. I don't see that happening with someone like Finn Balor anymore. Someone like Damian Priest. They just not the faces of the franchise. That's not how it
Roman
works.
Reigns is.
Roman Reigns is.
Yeah.
But how do you move on from that dude?
Roman?
Yeah, how do you move on from him?
I don't know.
Word on the streets is he's going to take 10 weeks off for summer.
He might vacate both of those titles.
But will Vince want to vacate those titles?
I think that's a really good idea.
He might let him vacate one, but I think he want to keep him as the other one and say, hey, man, can you just come back for a couple pay-per-views? His contract is written where he only has to wrestle if it's in a crowd over a certain threshold.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his contract is written very specifically where he can opt out stuff. He don't have to do it. So be very careful what you wish for with your champion being, on God mode, as he calls it.
Yeah.
Because he could say, I don't want to do this no more, and not do it. And you can't do nothing to him.
Nope.
I think that's dangerous. Getting on back on track, Guenther, he just won the Intercontinental Championship for WWE.
I'm actually pretty impressed with that match with Ricochet.
I think Ricochet should have held it a little bit longer. I think he should have
But they needed a dominant champion for that company.
No, they
for
don't.
SmackDown.
No, they don't.
Like, Gunther's going to hold it for a long time.
Guenther has no personality. He's not. He doesn't flash. He doesn't give you the flash and pop like Ricochet. I always said this. I don't think they know how to use Ricochet properly.
Yeah.
The dude gives some phenomenal matches. He goes out and just gives it up, man. He is amazing to watch in the ring. I said this in NXT when I first saw him. I was like, this dude is going to be a star. Just a straight up
And he won the
stud.
North American Championship very quickly.
Very fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen Ricochet wrestle, go watch him wrestle. He is freaking incredible.
He's really incredible.
Yeah, he doesn't do good promos. I know that they gig him on that, but the dude is really impressive inside the ring.
He is.
He's very impressive inside the ring.
I think they should bring him back to NXT.
I don't agree with that. Speaking of NXT, since you segued it, Apollo Crews is back in NXT.
I did not see that coming.
They've ditched his Commander Aziz gig, and they've ditched his Nigerian Prince
Finally.
Bull Jive, and now he's back in NXT.
Like, he had it for a year and a half.
I think the Nigerian Prince thing was stupid because he's not from Nigeria. His people are,
Yeah.
but he's not. He grew up here.
He grew up here, yeah.
But the Commander Aziz thing as his bodyguard was stupid.
But he was so tall.
Yeah, he was a big dude and he could move, but you got a lot of big dudes that can move, and he don't have any mic
Like, who
skills.
can lift him up?
I don't know.
Like Rick Boots?
I don't know, but at the same time, he don't have any mic skills, and he was just he's like a goon.
He is.
So why keep him? I think they might have released that guy who played Commander Aziz.
They might do that, yeah.
I think they did. I don't remember what his real name was. Yeah, but NXT has a lot of different things going on. He's doing challenge Braun Breaker. Who you got in that?
Apollo Crews.
I think Braun Breaker is going to win because I think they want to put him over. I think at some point Sikoa is going to win that belt.
What if Carmelo Hayes wins that belt?
I think Sikoa is going to win that belt, and I think the Bloodline is going to have every major championship in the company.
What if Sikoa wins the North American Championship?
I think Sikoa is going to win the NXT championship.
What if it doesn't happen?
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Moving on to AEW news. CM Punk is injured, guys.
I don't know what's happening with him.
He's going to have to vacate the championship, and they're going to have some type of some kind of tournament to crown a new AEW champion. Who do you have, Alan?
Jon Moxley.
I got Mox too. I think he is the smartest choice to put the belt on, or even
know who was in AEW?
Who?
Will Sparta.
Yeah, but I think Moxley is the smartest person to put the belt on.
Yeah, when CM Punk gets back.
Well, I think it's either going to be Moxley or Kenny Omega if he's back yet.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega, like I said this before, a couple other podcasts. I would keep the belt on Kenny Omega as long as he wants to wrestle.
Or Jon Moxley.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Hangman Page, he held the belt for a long time, and he was
almost for 200 and some days.
He was over 6-7 months, and the dude was really good.
He had it since November.
Yeah, real special guy to watch, man.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that he hadn't been poached to WWE because he has a lot of charisma, good mic skills. He
really
jumps
good
off
mic
shit.
Skills. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch, man. I always say Hangman Page is like one of those hybrid dudes. He's not too big, not too small. Got a lot of in-ring talent, and he's really good behind the mic.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I know everybody talking about Vince signing MJF, but I think Adam Page is the dude they need to sign.
They need to sign him.
Because he's like Shawn Michaels to me.
Yeah.
To me, that's what he reminds me of.
Should they sign Jade Cargill?
Oh, man. I like Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Like, she had that...
She is so good.
She had that championship since January.
Well, she's really good because she gives off that... I don't know. It's something like...
Almost like Bianca Belair?
No, it's something harder about her than Bianca Belair, man. It's like the way she does things is very like... She stays in character, too.
She does stay in character.
She stays in character. Oh, my God.
Who's going to dethrone her?
I don't know, man. If they were smart, they would build up... And I think they're kind of doing this. They're kind of building up women.
Like Ember Moon is an AEW.
They call her Athena.
Athena.
Yeah. Athena is really good.
Yeah.
If for those who don't know...
I would put the title on her.
Ember Moon used to be in NXT and WWE. But she goes by the ring name now of Athena. She is super talented and
she's
super
really
fun to watch.
Yeah.
Will jump off anything. But like I said, I think that AEW needs to, instead of Britt Baker, I think they need to build a women's division around Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
She's special, man.
Who's going to dethrone her?
I don't know, B.
Is it going to be a tough one?
It might be. I don't know, man. I would keep that belt on her as long as she wants to wrestle.
Instead of Thunder Rosa?
I like Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa is the AEW Women's Champ.
Like, how long is she going to have it for?
I'm not sure.
Maybe until November.
I think they're smart by making sure that those belts are separate. They're not doing a WWE, putting all the belts on one group.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Thunder Rosa is, they got the right champs in each belt for the women.
Like, Britt Baker's reign was actually way better.
Yeah, but I think the company has to look beyond Britt Baker and build a women's division. And I think that if they're going to build that women's division, it won't be behind Britt Baker. It'll be behind young people like Jade Cargill. Because she's young.
She's really young?
Yeah, and then her stable, her faction, they're young too. And her faction is different than the other factions because she got all black women.
Yeah.
That blew me away. I was like, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And she talked shit to people. I like her. I like Jade Cargill a lot. I said it before on different podcasts, but she's special, man. She is special. Moving on real quick. Matt Cardona for NWA.
Matt Cardona is such a great heel.
Great heel, but guess what? He's injured.
And he's still going to wrestle.
Well, I think that...
Matt Cardona is going to find a way to win again.
I think he's going to have to vacate that belt.
Nah, he has to wrestle a match with someone.
I saw that, but what I'm saying is I think he's going to end up having to vacate that belt.
How long did he have that belt for?
He's had it for a while now because he beat